I'm here. It is not me. Because I tried to send it 10 minutes ago and somehow something was not working. So I was waiting. Anyway, we're good. We're good.
All right.
Let me turn my lights on.
All right.
Thank you. It is not me. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Passive, the future of internet.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Thank you, Dr. Derek. Very much appreciate that. We have to work on it. But thank you very much. That was just an outstanding, all the events that were in those updates. Appreciate that. Well, we're moving to the next segment of the webinar, which is the mindset. As CEO has promised us the physical aspect of that's why we have this mindset. Without it, there's no use having the money. Yeah? So our speaker for the day is none other than Queen JW. We know who she is. She's from St. Martin, an entrepreneur and a CEO and host of Real Talk with JW, which is run on Facebook. We see her here, and today she's going to
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Just thank you so much, and for keeping us abreast on cybersecurity and all, to protecting ourselves. So we appreciate you. I appreciate the founders, each and every one of us, because I'm not saying without us it won't be no Unpassive, but we make Unpassive. We help. And that's all I think our CEO wants. He wants us to help him to uplift humanity. No one can do a big task like that all by themselves. And even with us as parents raising children, we can't do it all by ourselves. So everybody needs somebody. So I want to welcome each and every one of you. And thank you, all of you, for allowing me to even speak on this platform. Yes, my name is Jacqueline Warner, better known as JW. Yes, I thought of it, but it came into my spirit, so I had to work on it because, like Dr. T said, it's not easy to come by this subject, but if it's placed on your heart, then most likely the Holy Spirit will want me to talk about it. And it's about 10 reasons people fail. And it's not talking about failing in business per se, just in it, that failing pertains in all our lives. We can fail in many things. Some of us fail in school. Some of us fail in our marriages. Some of us fail in relationships. We fail at our jobs. We fail as parents. So, but failure is not a bad thing, you know. It's just letting you know that you're not getting it, you don't have it right, and it's giving you the opportunity to find another way, another option, or another road, or another. The first one, try. I remember President Obama, or late President Obama, stated, "Yes, we can." And he didn't say by him. He didn't say, "Yes, I can." It takes everyone. Every minute I get on O Connect, there's a problem. It's going out. I can't get on. I ain't got no sound. Man, I can't take this. I'm out. When they get a new one, then I'll come back. But push through the obstacles. Imagine if Dr. Derek said, "You know what, this system ain't working. I ain't got thousands of dollars." How long would that last them? You know the world we're in, time. And I ain't gonna leave myself out. Yeah, I might go but I'm not fully know of all the products. But we don't take the time to go in the back system and do. This is our business. This is our vehicle that we said yes to. Go back there and learn about the products. Go in ONet and post. So that's learning new things. But if we don't try to learn, we're not, our mind, the brain is going to shrink. And then you want to know, well, you know, why I'm getting Alzheimer's, and you know, I'm not remembering things so well anymore. And oh, it must be old age. No, you didn't use your brain. Use your brain and educate yourself. You can never be too old to learn. We will learn until we die. Sometimes I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, wow, I learned this today. I learned that." So every day you can learn something new just by talking to someone or reading a book, you know? I'm reading a book right now that's haven't even been published. I just have the privilege of reading it. And I'm learning things new. So it doesn't matter how old you are. Number 5, just allowing things to happen. You ain't putting up no bridge or a barrier or something to help you. You're just letting things happen. You're just going with, like they will say, going with the flow. Can't just allow things to do jap. We're not going to get nothing. You know, I was talking to my daughter and she said, "Why should children have to start from the bottom? Why they have to start from the bottom? When we have the tools and the opportunity to build a foundation that they can build off of." You know, we had that mindset because our parents say, "Oh, I did we had to go through that road. They got to go through the road." No, it doesn't have to be like that. But that's the wrong way. So we can't just allow things to happen that's not going to help us to grow. If things that's happening, you have to have control over it. If you're supposed to go down lane number 1, go down lane number 1. Don't detour and go down lane number 2. Work for 40, 30 to finding out, hey, and that money is not even enough. We haven't invested our money along the way because we knew nothing about that. Some of us might, and most of us don't. And when we get to that destination, we's like, "Oh my God, this is what it is." I remember in New York, there were elderly people that were eating cat food because they didn't have enough money to buy food. That means they're going to do what's more important. They're going to pay their bills because they don't have a place to stay. They're worried about the roof over their head than the food that goes in their tummy. They are broke today and worse off than when they started. Because now they owe taxes and they owe this and they don't even know where the freak to get started at. They don't know what to do. Right now, they would rather probably open a grave and just fall in it because it's too much. It's overwhelming. And we don't want to be in that kind of position. That's why these webinars are here. Come out and listen. Pick what you want. No one is telling you got to stay for after party. You know, take what you need and go. Write it down. Go to the other webinars. Take what you need. Wanting to, things have to be correct. I remember our CEO saying he only has a plan A. He don't have no B. A is it. When he come, he got to come strong or he go home. And if you got 1.4 million founders, global users, you can't be playing pity pat. You can't be telling people they're going to be making commission and you coming out raggedy. So it takes time. Impatient is your enemy. Patient is blessing. And you're content with it, your blessings are larger. So just be patient. Follow, give, believe in the company. Trust the process. You could not do what is being done. I know I couldn't. I could speak for myself. I was in network marketing and I had to pay for my courses. I had to pay for GoPro. Every year I paid for GoPro. I even paid for some of my business partners so they could learn something. But you know what? When people are not ready, you could take the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink it. It's almost time to restart. Not now. You got to say fast, not now. This system be doing its thing. Anyway, let me keep on going. At number 8, consider others. You know, when other people give you information, like Dr. John come and he tells us about the financial information, and Queen Miriam come and she tell us about getting our EN number or ID and all that good stuff. Just so the day that you needed, you go, you know, I remember Dr. John spoke about that. Where did I put those notes at? And that way you could have things in a particular place like we talked about already, that you could go straight to it and move on. Because when you don't listen or you don't come to these webinars, you could miss out on valuable information that all of a sudden maybe one day you show up and you asking a question and people saying, but where that person was, from the answer. I mean, it's not bad if you finally just decide to, oh, you know, I'm here now and I'm going to do something about it. That's different. But we are exposed to so much, even the ones that we can't see with our naked eye. Be careful of the foods we eat. I wash mine. I don't look for fruit, anything. I get soap, or you got baking soda, you got apple cider vinegar, you could soak them in. Everything can be washed. Once there's soap and water, my mother always say, you don't have a problem. Wash everything. Exercise. Read a book. It educates you. It opens up our minds to learn more. You know, here in South Carolina has little boxes where you can take a book, little libraries on the streets where you can take a book and you can always give a book. So I think I got 3 books. You know, reading is good. Don't allow setbacks to set you back. Setbacks is to make you stronger and go to the next level. Yes, you might feel beat up a little bit. Yes, and doubtful and all those things that come, those negative thoughts that come, but you can overcome them. Everything is temporary. So why hold on to something that's going to destroy you, your mind, your soul, your heart? But embrace the bumps that we face in our life, in that journey called life. We go through a lot of bumps. So passive should not be nothing. It should be easy. Because a lot of us done went through so many things already. Some of us hardly went through anything, and that's all good. But the ones who went through can tell, can speak about it to help those. When you speak about it, you either can miss it or it can help you because you're already in it. Failure is part of life. You know, Heavenly, because He gave us this amazing business to be part of. He chose us. Even though some say, you know, this person brought me in, well, God led them to you. God put you on their hearts so they can ask, because they want you to be successful too. It's a good thing. It's not bad. So let's not fail ourselves, but let's keep pushing and embrace, keep on learning and adapting to the changes, because
now, which is the reason why we got together. So at this stage, I would say, I had mentioned in the beginning that you should make notes if you have any question after the outstanding presentation of Queen JW. This is the time to raise your hand or just open your mic and share with us if you have any questions on her mindset presentation today. So I'll be quiet for a while to just see if anyone has anything for Queen JW. Oh, Queen Sister Tether.
Thank you very much. But I thought I had 9 points, but
Dr. Benny, I know you always have something.
Oh,
Please.
yes. Oh, yes, from my Queen Jackie. Oh, yes. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Queen Jackie. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for giving me this opportunity. You know, sometimes we have to say something good. Well, not really good. I mean, I have to say it. I'm saying at the bottom of my heart, right? But first of all, I want to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing Queen Jackie here.
thank you.
Not only Queen Jackie, but everybody. That some of us are not pushing enough. Most of the time, some of our affiliates or brand ambassadors, they will say, "Oh, what happened today? What happened? Are you kidding me?" So, okay, let's say something happened yesterday that our CEO came, and even if you did not, I think he is over there. He wants to make sure that they are doing well, and because so that now he can pass the information to our CEO, right? Brother, thank you so much with your own media team. Did you guys hear what she was talking, even though she was talking in their dialect, speaking, well, I didn't understand, but she was saying something about passive, about the products, everything for us to know that the importance of our products or solutions, that a lot of companies all over the globe, they are going to utilize these products. Thank you, Thank you, Professor Susan. We all love you. Thank you, Queen JW. We love you too.
I love all of you. Thank you, Dr. Ben.
It empowers us, and those of us who do not go regularly or pray regularly, we know when we show up here, we're going to get a handful of thanks to the Creator from Dr. Benny. Thank you, sis. Very much appreciated. Well, over to you, Queen Sister Violet. It's been a while. How is Canada? Please, go ahead.
It's starting to get cold here. Not nice. I just a mindset. It's definitely something that you need to acquire. Because yesterday I'm trying to do my income tax from who knows when. And I had to call Canada Revenue Agency. And the website said they closed at 8 o'clock. And it was like 7:45. And I had already been on hold for, I don't know, an hour and 3/4. And I'm thinking, okay, if they close at 8, no one's coming to get me. And just as I'm about to hang up, somebody answers the phone. And I said, well, it's no use doing it. I'm not going to give you a lot of detail because we won't be here long. And he says, where are you? And I said, Ontario. And he said, well, we're in BC. There's a 3-hour difference. So it'll be 11 o'clock in Ontario when we close.
Wow.
And it was, wow, I can't, like I got a whole bunch of stuff done. And so, yeah, be persistent, sit and wait. Learn to use your phone or your TV to listen to music or other stuff while you're waiting on hold. I can learn things while I'm trying to get this guy to answer the phone. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth for tonight so far.
That's very good.
I mean, I like the different temperatures because when you get tired of the hot, it gets cold. And when you're sick and tired of the cold, it gets warm. I couldn't imagine what it would be like. I went to Florida once at Christmas. Was it ever weird to see Santa in shorts?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And the Christmas lights on palm trees, they moved like crazy. So they were banging, the lights were banging. I'm surprised they were still on. Anyway, I love where I live. Even when I go to United States, Buffalo, just across the border, when I come back, I kiss the ground I walk on.
Amen. Thank you, Queen Violet. We appreciate you. And please stay with us for the next segment of the webinar. Brother Vital, come on, please. Let's hear from you. Brother Vital. Brother Vital. Brother Vital, your hand is up. Unless you put it up in error. Okay. Well, I will say maybe your hand is up in error and we're going to move on. Well, there are no other hands besides Brother Vital's hand, so I will say we're going to move on to the next phase of our webinar for the night, which is, where are we? This platform is Deep Dive, and the topic we have is Deep Dive with new users on OConnect.
All right, cool.
When we say new users, this is the 5th session we're doing this because it started a couple of weeks ago when Dr. Derek decided to do that, so we can educate those who are new on OConnect. So all new users who joined OConnect from September 1st, this is your turn. So I'm going to pass this over to Dr. Derek, and he is doing what he does best, making sure that he reaches out to all the new users who joined on Passive from September 1st of 2023. Over to you, Dr. Derek.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Because at the trial, I remember as we were didn't take standing.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much, Jane. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Peace, blessings, and enough love to everyone.
Dr. Derek,
Uh,
while waiting for Dr. Derek, I see Brother Vitel,
hello?
your hand is down, so you may have
Hello?
been raised in error, which is okay. All right, Brother Vitel, if you still want to speak, please, by all means, go ahead while we wait for Dr. Derek. Brother Vitel, over to you.
Hello? Hello?
Brother Vitel, you want to put something in the chat? Because I don't know why. Click here to see why. Yeah, you are not muted. Brother Vitel, you are not muted. So it's possible for you to speak. Can you write in the chat what's
You have
going
to
on?
refresh.
Okay, so he's probably frozen. Thanks, Dr. Derek.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, my hand was up, but I didn't see the microphone. Anyway, JW, as a good friend of mine would say, you nailed it. And you know who that good friend is. That was a awesome presentation. And I was sitting here listening and, taking a couple notes and was just blown away by some of the things that you brought up, because this is something that people experience every day. People talk about don't put off what you can do today. People who are not willing to learn new things. Use your brain, never be too old to learn. I remember there was a motto that I read once: if I rest, I rust. And those are some of the things. But today I was doing some research today, and I came across came across a quotation by Oprah Winfrey. And you all know who she is.
Yep.
And it reminded me of what Mr. Ashmafari said a couple of days ago, that he was never motivated by money, that he don't even know from day to day what amount he has in his savings or his checking account.
Yep.
And I said, whoa, what kind of CEO speaks like that? And then I was reading up some stuff by Oprah Winfrey today. And she says, follow your passion, not money.
Yep.
And it goes on to say, what I know is that if you do work that you love, the work fulfills you, the rest will come.
Yes, indeed. So true.
Never start a business for money, she says. That could arguably be the first lesson in Startup 101. Business succeeds because the founders are passionate and believe in what they are doing. This passion motivates them during the rough times and attracts employees and customers. Not how much money is in your bank account. I say, whoa. Oh, that's what Mr. Mafari was saying to us.
Yeah.
as Oprah has also said, the reason I have been able to be so financially successful is my focus has never, ever, for 1 minute, been money.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I say, whoa. And so we hear that coming from one of a very successful business lady. And I think, JW, what most of us has been driven by in most of our life is the fear of failure. The fear of failure. And but I just want to remind, all my friends that are listening that failure is not an option in non-passive. And if there's a repertoire, the word failure, we need to fail forward. And what I mean by failing forward, there's a lot of people that have started business and they fail and they learn from their experience and they move on and they become successful in what they do. That means that you never give up, you fail forward.
Yep.
And I'll give you a couple of examples of some of these people who have failed, miserable. And when you think they've failed, they just get up and brush off their butt and they move forward again. And they fail, what I call fail forward. And one of them was Oprah Winfrey. Who was fired from her first television job as an anchor in, I think it was Baltimore, saying that she was unfit for TV. Walt Disney World was told that a mouse would never work.
Wow.
Actor Sidney Poitier, who died a couple of years ago, was told to stop wasting people's time and become a dishwasher after his first audition.
Wow.
Okay. And you all know about the basketball player Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team. And then when he went home and locked himself in the closet and cried because he was not too good for his team.
Mm-hmm.
You know about a guy by the name of Steve Jobs who invented the iPhone. He was fired from his company that he founded at age 30.
Wow.
Then he went back and look at what happened to that company. One of the largest companies in the world today. The Beatles were dropped from their record label and told that they had no future in show business. So I just want to drive home a point to my friends who are there sitting and wondering what's going on with Unpassive. Just to relax, because things are going to happen. And it is. And I think it's a warning that you just sit back, because business is not an overnight thing. It's a lot of hard work and tenacity that goes into business to make it work. And so Mr. Ash said, look, I just have plan A. I don't have any plan B. Because, see that we do or we die. So I just want to drive that home, JW, just to back up some of the things that you just said to us. That was an amazing presentation, and I really enjoyed it. And just I want to impress upon all my founders, my brand ambassadors, that it's fine to celebrate success. As the great Bill Gates once says, one of the world's richest man once says, it's fine to celebrate success, but it's more important to heed the lessons of failure. Wow.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, King Vital. Thank you so much for showing us that we can fail forward by the examples you have shared with us. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, that was Brother Vital.
Yep.
Can you imagine that?
I'm telling you.
Yes, I can. You always blow our minds, and we appreciate you as always. And now it's Dr. Derek's turn. Deep dive with new users on O Connect, and this is the 5th session. So over to you, Dr. Derek. Let me shut my mouth.
Oh, mercy. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. All right. Thank you very, 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 very much, Queen Debbie. Really appreciate it. And most definitely, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. And of course, 100%, you nailed it, Queen Jacqueline Warner. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that mindset. Because listen, that is the most important part of life, not just of unpassive, of life. And the 10 reasons people fail, right? That was so awesome. Because some people even fail before they start.
Yep.
Queen Jacqueline Warner. Some people fail before they even start. That's number 11. All right.
Yes, indeed.
Some people fail before they start because they fear that if they start, they're going to fail. Oh my goodness. They fear that if they start, they're going to fail. So they don't bother start. Mercy. Anyway, peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our global ambassadors and all our users here on Deep Dive with new users since September 1. Is there any new user since September 1? Any new user since September 1? Question. Let me put up that poll. All right. I am a user registered after September 1. Are you a user registered after September 1? I think that is very clear. Are you a user registered to the OES? You're not a founder, and you did not register before September 1. You registered after September 1. Persons registered since September 1 to the ecosystem of unpassive. Brand spanking new users. All right, so we have five persons. All right, you're going to need to now identify yourself because this is the feedback time. All right, let me close that. So we have 5 persons that register since September 1. And who is that, please? Number 1, first person. Unmute. If you're not able to unmute, refresh your page and then unmute and speak to us. But we need to know exactly who you are so we can show you a few more features also that You are seeing right now, you're supposed to be seeing 9 buttons at the bottom, 9 features at the bottom. So let me bring you on to give you more, so you can get a few more of what OnPassive can do. 5 persons said that they registered since September 1. Can one of those 5 persons say something? 5 persons? Anyone? No? All right. 5 persons. All right. Thank you very much for those who are on YouTube. Really appreciate your company with us. Thank you very, very much. And hope to see you next Sunday, 12:45 Eastern. And then next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And next